My name is Angela Hayman. I am a Gold Ambassador. I'm located here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, currently, and I will be moving to Dallas, Texas here within the next 2 weeks.
Okay, Ange, it just now started recording. Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Hi, everybody. My name is Angela Hayman. I am here in my car. I am a Gold Ambassador with PLEXUS. I've been with the company for nearly 2 years. My story is I wanted to, we all want to grow our teams. And when your team is not growing as quickly or as fast as you want it to, then it's time to find new routes, new avenues. And so that is what I have done. I learned from Chris McCall, to do garage sales, and I've tried it a couple different ways. And just recently, within the last several months, probably since the beginning of the year, I have found something that works for me. So the topic tonight is garage sales, and the purpose of it is to expand your Facebook audience, to get customers, and to grow your team. Primarily, it is to expand your Facebook audience. I don't know about y'all, but for me, it was, I've had a lot of crickets. And so, instead of just waiting for those crickets to grow and to mature, what do? Well, you got to find new routes to go. So I have joined up with another, one of my running buddies. Her name is Amy Sasser, and we kind of have grown with this together. The last few months since the beginning of the year, just really hitting it really hard. So how do you get involved with these garage sale groups? Well, you just do a Facebook search. You want to look for, just do a search, just type in at the top of the blue screen for Facebook, PLEXUS garage sale, PLEXUS sale, PLEXUS garage, PLEXUS yard sale, PLEXUS sale, PLEXUS estate, PLEXUS buy. Those are just a few of the examples that you can do. You can do, you don't even have to type in PLEXUS, but typing in PLEXUS, it shows that there have already been PLEXUS ambassadors who are in the group and who are posting. So I want to just read a couple of examples to you that Suzanne, that I have found, how it has benefited other people. For example, this one lady on the Blessed Team page, she said, last night I posted in a handful of garage sale sites from Facebook. The response was overwhelming. I have spent the last 20 hours frantically messaging 233 people about products I love. 233. And that doesn't even include the ones I can't message because we aren't even friends. They haven't even accepted my friend request. That is 233 people who now know about PLEXUS. 233 people, get that. People who are interested in losing weight and getting healthy. 233 new contacts. 233 people I can follow up with over the next few weeks and months until I finally convince them that they need to try these products. 233 people whose lives I can possibly change for the better. That is within 20 hours of just posting in a few garage sale groups. Chris McCall says the quality of the leads will directly be proportionate to the quality of the group you post in. Try and locate some groups inside Facebook that say things like stay-at-home moms, etc. You will not have near the ugliness in those kind of groups. Amy Sasser says, I've gotten anywhere from up to 70 responses in a day. Most of them were from the Sarah Foreman post. But I've also gotten a lot of those from the I'm looking for women who want to stay at home moms post too. So, you don't have to necessarily be posting about PLEXUS in your groups. In fact, the Sarah Foreman and the one that Amy Sasser was talking about, she did not even mention anything about PLEXUS at all in her post. And, Chris McCall, he also talks about, not even mentioning PLEXUS at all as well.
Can I
so on the next screen.
Can I interrupt you for a second, Angela? Yes? Okay. What are you talking about with this Sarah Foreman thing? Can you explain that?
I will cover that later in the training.
Okay. Is that the non-PLEXUS post that you're talking about?
Yeah, it's at the very, very end.
All right, so guys, it's coming. If you don't know what the Sarah Foreman thing is she's talking about, it's a type of online post that you can post in these garage sale sites without mentioning PLEXUS. And she'll show you that here in a minute. Go ahead, Ange.
Okay, so go ahead and scroll down. Okay, so this is an example of one that I use frequently in a garage sale post, and it simply says, I need 10 people to sample PLEXUS for 7 days. Comment me if you are in. My incredible PLEXUS team is hosting a 7-day PLEXUS boot camp on Facebook just in time to get you jump-started for summer. We would love for you to join us. It starts May 9th, so just ask me how to order your trial pack now. Here are the requirements, and I say there will be giveaways, it's diabetic friendly, and the first 10 people only, and then I have the image as well. So the purpose of this, let me tell you, these 7-day posts in various garage sale groups have been very, very productive, extremely productive. Suzanne, go ahead and go to the next one, please. This is an example of my, you can go ahead and go down to the bottom of that too. This is an example of my whole entire IPA of how I record. For example, what I do every single day. So on the right side for each day, I have my either my follow-ups or I have garage sale listings. On the left side, I have actual people that I have followed up with on my team, or they are actually newbies from garage sales. If there is a plus sign on the left side of the name, that means that I have contacted them for the very first time. And if I have the word added next to it, that means that they've been added to my Facebook audience. Okay, Suzanne, go ahead and go down, please.
And by the way, I just want to make sure that everybody sees this. I want you to look at this, okay? I have to comment on this because this is freaking rock star material. I want you to notice what she's doing every day, okay? Angela is a stay-at-home mom. Yes, she is. She's a wife, and she's a mother of 4 teenagers. Look at this calendar. This is the kind of activity that this girl does every single day, day in, day out, consistently. This woman posts in garage sales every single day because her friends list has gotten quiet and they are watching her. So what they're doing now is she is working outside of her friends list, and she's going to build a team with people that she has found outside of her friends list around the country. I also want you to talk about, Angela, did you start in your state or in your town? And if so, how did you do that before we move on? And I also want you to talk about, and if you forget this, I'll mention it again. What do you do if you start posting outside of your state?
Okay, so the second part of the question, I will go ahead and I will respond to that in the next slide. Did I start posting in my actual state? Yes, but I post in Texas, I post in Vermont, I post in Wisconsin, I post in Oregon, California. What I do is I take off on my about part on my Facebook page, where I'm from, and it's hidden. It doesn't even say where I'm from. Okay. So, and to be honest, I'm in the process of moving right now. I am moving to Dallas, out of state, and my husband's already down there, and I am having to move. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I have boxes. I'm here in my car right now, and I'm in the process of moving my house. So am I currently doing it every single day? No, I'm not. However, I do big batch days where I spend like 7-8 hours at a time, and I take care of all these white lines. The purpose of this is where, you've heard of the 531 or the 321 method for reaching out to people. Well, for me, I didn't really see that was very working for me. So I did this calendar.
Stop for a minute. We have newbies on this training that don't know what 531 and 321. They don't know what that is. Can you explain that to them?
Oh, okay, sure, absolutely. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so 531 or 321, it just is like, I'll take 531 for example, and it is where you reach out to 3 new people a day, and 2 is you do 2
Follow up.
follow-ups a day, and 1 means you do 1 kind of training for your team, or you do 1 kind of training video. So when you do a 531, a 5 is you reach out to 5 new people a day, 3 is you follow up with 3 people that you've already contacted a day, and 1 is you do the training for yourself, either for yours to learn about the products or about the compensation plan, or you just reach out to your downline and train them.
Okay, one more thing before you go on, because I mean, you are a rock star going through this really fast. And guys, the reason she's going like this is because she's no nonsense. This girl works hard. I want to just say something to you right now. Angela Hayman is my running buddy. And if this gives you any idea as to why she's my running buddy, not only, first of all, number 1, she is a wonderful person. I surround myself with amazing people. We pray together. We are heart friends. That's number 1. But number 2, I link myself together with people that work just as hard as I do, that have the same type of work ethic. You're going to want to find yourself a running buddy that has the same work ethic and vision. And, you know, they might not have the same personality, but they have the same work ethic and the same drive and ambition that you do. And this girl works her tail off, right? And we match in drives and ambition for sure. And when she says, I'm filling up my white lines in my calendar, Angela, I want you to explain, look at her calendar. And Angela, I want you to explain what your white lines in your calendar, what that means to you. And why did you pick this kind of a calendar? And why did you make it like the way you have it here?
Okay, so the white lines, I'll just tell you, this is a calendar that I just got at the beginning of the year. I probably got it around January 15th, and the previous planner that I had already, expired, and it had, I think, 7 lines. And, the definition of insanity is if you're not happy with the results that you're getting, you got to stop doing it and reevaluate and change it. You can't be expecting the same results doing different, you're going to be getting the same results at a 7 line, and I wasn't happy with that. So I'm like, well, the only planner out there is to have 15 lines. All the other planners that I was looking at had like 6 or 5 lines, and I'm like, well, I don't want to go backwards. And I know that 15 lines for every single day is a huge jump, but I'm like, I might as well just try it and see what it does, and I was doing the lines are the boss of me, and no one taught me that. It's just something that I came up on my own. And so because I wanted progress, I wasn't happy with the kind of results that I was getting. And so I'm like, well, let's just up it and let's see what happens. And for me, it's been very, very beneficial.
Awesome. And tell them how it's been beneficial, Angela.
Okay. So, Suzanne, I didn't get a chance really to look at all my numbers, but let's see, last month I signed on 4 people. The month before I signed on 4 people. The month before that, I think it was like a slow month or something like that, and I only signed on 1. The month before that, it was 3. But a huge majority of these people who have signed on, like 95%, have all been from garage sales.
Okay, stop. Did you hear that? Okay, I'm just going to point out something else. Number 1, she did not like her results at the end of 2015. So she decided to get a bigger calendar and fill up all the lines with IPA. IPA means income producing activities. Income producing activities. So as you can see, she filled up every single line on every single day with somebody that she's reached out to, added from a group to her Facebook audience, somebody that she's added to a 7-day trial, somebody that she's been talking with, she's followed up with them. And so she increased the number of people that she's talking to every single day. She changed what she was doing that was not productive, that was not producing results. And look what has happened. She started sponsoring like crazy. And Angela, how close to senior gold are you?
Last month I was at 209.
She will hit senior gold in the next month or two. And by the way, can we just talk about how you're also running your husband's team? Can we just go ahead and do that? Angela is sponsored by her husband, who is very busy and he works, and he's pretty much stopped, no offense, Steve, if you're watching, pretty much stopped working his Plexus business, but he supports her. And so what does she do? She sponsors people under her husband above her that are not even on her own team. Angela, how many people have you sponsored to Steve's team by garage sale sites?
I just recently started doing that to his team. So I'd say probably 2 to 4.
Okay, and so as a result, Angela started.
No, it's more like 4. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Angela started changing her activities in January, and look at what has happened as a result. And this is the beginning or the middle of May. So she has just grown her team by approximately what? Close to 15 people?
Yes, about that.
Personal sponsored level 1s. Now, that is not laying around doing nothing. That is not making excuses. That's not sitting around saying, I just don't know what I'm doing. No one's joining my team. You have no excuse. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. Here is what you do. You go make friends with people online. Half of the team on this team that's listening to us right now, half of the people on this Freedom team, several massive legs that I have are a result of garage sale posting, okay, that I did on my own. And what you do, let me just ask you, do you find it beneficial to get on real late at night and do this?
You know, my other running buddy, Amy Sasso, she posts like 2 or 3 times a day. She posts in the morning and she posts late at night, like around midnight or so. And she has gotten ambassadors. Like I know back in January, she got like 7 ambassadors just through garage sales.
Mm-hmm.
And so late at night, yes, absolutely.
People are just hanging around, scrolling through these Facebook garage sale sites looking for something because they're up at night. They don't have anything to do. So later at night, if you're willing to sit up with your computer, be available to chat with these people when they start talking to you and they want to know information, that's when you just start talking to them. So my point is I'm sorry I've interrupted Angela, but my point in saying all this is the evidence and example right here of work that is very determined, work that is intentional, and work that is nonstop. And when you put this kind of effort and intensity into your business, you will grow and you will find runners. Angela, I want you to tell us how many runners, I don't want to get ahead of yourself because I know you have a plan here, but how many new runners do you have? And this runners means people who are starting to work their business and share on Facebook and starting to share with friends and family.
I could probably say about 2 to 3 of those 15 people.
Okay, 2 to 3 of those 15 people. Now, how many people do you need to go to the top of this company? How many working, active, big legs do you need? 2 big legs to go to the top of the company. Most diamonds, if you talk to them, they will tell you that they have 2 big legs that get them to at least emerald and above. And then they have other legs that are starting as they go. So I'm telling you, this is important. You know, you don't have to find 1,000 people. You just need to find 2 legs of people that are willing, 2 people that are willing to be just as intense and hardworking as you are. Okay, Angela, continue, and I will shut up.
Okay, go ahead and scroll down, please.
All right, so get that, look at that calendar. Woohoo, awesome calendar. Yeah, all right, here we go.
Okay, so here's an actual screenshot. Go ahead and scroll down some more. These are actual examples that I have posted. For the first one on the left, I did the Grand Island Area Exchange, and I just typed in PLEXUS. And this was before we had the compliance issue earlier about posting and before and afters. Currently, we need a compliance approval for posting before and afters. But these are the kind of posts that I was doing. So I did the Grand Island Area Exchange, and then in the other group, you can see that I have search group and then I have PLEXUS. I don't know if you need to scroll down just a little bit for them to see that. No, scroll up. Sorry, scroll up. There you go. Okay, so I want to cover some do's on the next page, please.
Okay, stop for a second. So what you did is you went to the group, this Grand Island or whatever place it was, and you did a search for Plexus
Yes.
to see if other people had posted Plexus posts in that group, correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay, and so the one on the right shows that she did that search, and if you'll notice that the highlighted word here in blue, do you see it, guys? That means that there's a post that somebody posted in that garage sale group, correct, Ange?
Yes.
Okay, so what does that mean when you find other people posting in that group?
Well, you always want to do a search for the group to see if there's been another post about Plexus from another ambassador that day. If your post mentions Plexus or any of our other products. The purpose of that, I think, is really just for courtesy, just to give that person, let them have their spotlight. You don't want to, and I learned this, just trial and error on my own. Because, for example, you want to do to others like you would want them to do to you. So let's say I did a post at 5 o'clock at night, and then 30 minutes later, another ambassador comes in and makes their own Plexus post. Well, my post is going to get screwed to the bottom. They aren't going to see it. So it's, that other ambassador's post who posted at 5:30, everyone else is going to see their post. And so, having it happen to me, I was just like, you know what, let's just give them that day and let them have that spotlight. So if I see that another ambassador has already previously posted in that garage sale group, I skip it and I move on. Now, I will tell you that I am a part of, probably 50, 60 different garage sale groups, if not more.
Okay, and Angela, so let me just clarify, because these people, they want to know the details, all right? Because I know they have questions, so I'm going to pretend like I'm one of them and I don't know anything. Okay, so you just said you did a search for Plexus in a new group that you're a member of, you just joined, and you found somebody had posted in that group that day, so you choose not to post that day, you move on to a different group, correct?
Right.
Now, if they posted in that group a week or two ago, do you go ahead and post?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, then. So that's ripe for the pickings, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I just do it like if someone posted yesterday in a garage sale group, then and I'm ready to post in that group today, then I'll post in that group today. I won't, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Awesome. I think that I hopefully covered that. If anybody has a question as we are going through this, I'm going to hopefully find out if you have a question, and you can type it in the chat, and hopefully we will see it. I can't really see right now where I'm going to see the chat since I have my screen shared. But if you have questions, go ahead and type them in the chat. And when we're finished with the share at the very end, we will answer those questions. So go ahead and type them in. Angela, go ahead and go.
Okay, go ahead and scroll down and let's go to the do part, please. So I just went over, you want to do a search in the groups first. I also recommend that you post in different groups and keep track. Don't post in the same group every single day with the same information. You want to spice up the images for the text using a variety of before and afters with the 4 points for a 7-day image. Now, when we get more compliant approved photos, you can still post a 4-point image and then do a whole lot of different before and afters with it, okay? That just adds a little bit more variety and a little bit more flavor to the garage sale group.
By the way, I want to just throw in these compliance approved before and afters. According to Christine, who is my sponsor, Diamond Ambassador, I just saw just the other day, she posted a before and after photo of herself that was approved by compliance. And according to her, it's pretty quick. You just email compliance at Plexus Worldwide. If you have a before and after and you want to get it approved so that you can post it on Facebook, which I'm going to have to do that too. I'm just so busy. I haven't had a chance to do it, but I'm going to take some of my before and afters and I'm going to send them through compliance. And you can do the same thing. It's called compliance at Plexus Worldwide. Go ahead and send them there, and they are pretty fast with turnaround. Go ahead, Ange.
I also want to say you want to do this consistently. As you've seen my IPA for every single day, I like to do it pretty consistently. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever gone fishing before? Okay, so it's just like that. I grew up going fishing, and it's a lot of, you throw the line out there and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait. And sometimes you get a bite and sometimes you don't. So the purpose of it is to use multiple different groups to raise the probability of getting an inquiry, okay? Because if you just do one, the odds of getting, someone to ask you questions will be very, very low. You want to provide enough information to have them be satisfied, but not enough. You don't want to vomit plexus all over them. You want to toss the ball when you ask a question and respond with an answer back. And then you toss them a ball to them again with another question, and you just go back and forth. I learned the hard way. In the very, very beginning, I learned, I did that. I vomited, I puked plexus all over them. And it quickly shut down a lot of people. And Suzanne is really good about that. You also want to add them to the Testimonies by Bless page. You want to ask them if they'd like to receive a sample, and if they seem pretty knowledgeable about plexus, ask them if they are currently working with another ambassador, and if so, send them back to the person who's been talking to them originally. What comes around goes around. So that's just the golden rule is what it is, okay? Make sure that your posts are compliant. Keep track of all your garage sale groups posted daily and names. And I already told you about that I put a plus next to the name of the group or next to the name of the person on my IPA planner. And if they send me a friend request, I know that they are serious. I'm going to go over this real quickly. I know that other ambassadors, they have said, no, you go ahead and you send them a friend request. Well, I did that for a while, and I even, sent whoever a message, just asking them if they'd like to know more information about plexus. And I did that so many times that I got put into Facebook jail. So I don't do that anymore. And you can understand why.
Okay, and there's a question on the chat where I think it's Lisa who has said something about, hang on, let me quote her question. When someone from another state contacts you, how do you deal with if they are worried that you are not local to them? And I can answer that too because I do it all the time. I'm dealing with people in Michigan right now that I posted in last July. I posted a bunch in Michigan garage sales last July. And right now I'm starting to talk to them. But go ahead, Angela, I want you to address that question.
What I do is I just tell them that I do all the work online. I have actually had that same similar situation happen to me. It was like a year ago, and she was there in Arkansas, and she was like, "Oh, I'd rather go with someone local." So she went with someone local, and it's like, you know what? That's fine. It's their choice. They can choose whoever they want to go with, and I just look at it like they're not meant to be on my team.
There you go.
They're not meant to be a customer of mine or anything like that, and I just move on. And next.
What I have found is, and if you don't mind me interrupting here, when you start talking to somebody and you just don't, okay guys, when you start talking to somebody, the goal of that conversation, especially the first time you're talking to them, the goal is not to get a sale. You're not talking to them to get a sale. Your number one goal should be to make a connection with them, to make a heart connection and to make friends with them. Okay. And just be yourself, ask them about their life, ask them about what's causing their stress in their life right now. Maybe they're looking to lose weight. Maybe they want to earn a little extra income. Talk to them about their family. Ask them what their daily schedule is like, what causes stress. Ask them anything, literally anything, just to get a conversation going. And do not concentrate on getting a sale. Concentrate on making a personal friendship connection, because that's what you're going to do. You're not going to get them to join your team and join you as an individual unless you connect with them. So, like I said, I'm talking with several people who, one of them just joined my team, who might even be on the call tonight right now. And I have talked with several people from the Michigan area because I am a huge Michigan fan. I would love to grow a team in Michigan so I can vacation there. We have family there. I would love to be able to go there all the time and see games. And I just love Michigan anyway. So I started posting in Michigan last July. And I have a lot of Michigan gear because we are huge football fans. So I took before and after pictures. I have plenty of before pictures of where I was large, and I have the after pictures, and I started posting in those garage sale sites. I know Christine, my Diamond Ambassador friend, is a huge Alabama fan. So she has all sorts of pictures of herself in various stages of her life when she was heavier before in the Alabama gear. And she's grown 2 teams in Alabama now. And so that is very, very pivotal. When you start talking to these people, you start forming the relationships with them. And just now, these people that I started talking to last July, one of them has joined me and another one is talking to me even more now. They're clicking like on my posts. They've been on my friends list. They've been watching me. So basically what you're doing is you are adding people to your friends list. You are adding people to your audience. You're gaining new leads. You're gaining new contacts. And number one, you're making new friends, because this is relationship marketing. The sale comes eventually. But remember, the sale is only a result of them joining you as an individual and as a friend that they see that they want to join, not somebody who just sells PLEXUS that they want to get the products from. Now, I want you to hear me really carefully when I say that. They're going to join you. They're not going to just join PLEXUS to get some products. They're joining you. So your goal is to connect. All right, Ange, go.
I totally agree with you on that. Another thing is you want to request multiple groups to be a part of often. So even though I have like 60 something groups that I'm a part of, I like to have extras just in case as a backup. When they say that they are, Suzanne, go ahead and scroll down, please. When they say that they are interested or want more information, this is what I say back to them. I reply, send you a private message, send me a friend request for more information. And for those people who actually send me a friend request, that tells me that they are really, really serious.
And
okay, go ahead and scroll.
When they click that they are sending you a friend request, that is your key right there, that they want to know about this stuff and they want to connect with you. Really what they're interested in the beginning is they want to see what this is all about. But what you're going to be interested in is connecting with them. And I'm just going to hone that in more and more, because that you cannot be doing this just to get sales. You're not going to get sales right away, but eventually the harvest will come. But your goal needs to be authentic communication, connection, making friends with people. Okay, I'm going to scroll, Angela. Here we go.
Okay, so, when you are doing I'm going to say something else. It's not in my notes. When you are doing your Facebook, your non-PLEXUS Facebook post, you want to be the coolest person that you can be, okay? So make sure that you are posting personal pictures or personal things about your life. For example, my son, he wears a size 15 shoe. So I posted, I'm like, who has a 12-year-old that wears a size 15 shoe? Okay, you want to, and post pictures of your dog, post pictures of the mountains, or post something. Don't be posting all about PLEXUS all the time. Okay, that's kind of boring. You want to keep all conversations in a private message to keep track of the conversations. Okay, so you could be talking about compliant information on the public post, but you have no record of that to follow up on. And
also, what does it do when you start talking about all the details about PLEXUS in the comments section of one of these posts? You invite negative naysayers to come in and just start ripping your thing all to pieces, right?
Oh yeah.
So you take it off the comments feed and you go to a private message. Okay, Ange?
And you know what? I have had people complain that they don't like how I'm doing it, but you know what? It doesn't matter because it works.
That's right.
So,
Doesn't matter what they think. They don't pay your bills.
You want to be personable. You want to be friendly. You want to build relationships, connect and build trust. You want to respond quickly. Don't be waiting a day to respond to these people. You do want to block and delete negative comments. Do not engage in their comments publicly. Period.
Never. You're inviting a firestorm, right? Because those people are never going to join you anyway, right?
Right. You also want to keep your responses and favorite before and afters in a file. What I have recently been using is an app called Google Keep, and it's been very, very, very beneficial because I do a lot of this when I'm out and about. And so I just, and I have it color coordinated. And people on my team, they have seen it where they're like, what do you say? What do you say? What do you say? And I just go into Google Keep and I just copy the response or whatever, and I send it directly to them, copy, paste.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. We are going to include all of the messages that you send to these people, example messages, later on in this presentation, right? We'll have it in this document. And for anyone who wants to know, I just said it on the chat, we're going to post this entire document on our Freedom Team page. Angela's going to post it on her team page. We are also going to post a recorded version of this training. Go, Ange.
Okay. This is another big one. This is like one of my favorites. You want to support your fellow sideline or team post with interested in the comments. So let's say someone on my downline is doing these garage sale posts. I'll go in and I'll comment saying that I'm interested. And I've coached them to be like, okay, just respond back to me. I sent you a private message, send me a friend request for more information. The purpose of that is to build up credibility. You know, if someone sees this post, they're going to be like, oh, someone's already interested. Maybe I should say that I'm interested too. So that's the purpose of it. And it also bumps the post to the top of the feed in that group.
Awesome.
You also want to post in discussion section for the groups. Do not post for sale.
Okay.
Also, you want to hide and remove your location of your whereabouts where you live. We've already gone over that.
Hold on. They don't know what you just talked about where it says post in the discussion section, not the for sale. They don't know what that is.
So what that is, there are some groups where it just says discussion. As far as, just like Facebook, you have a discussion. There's another section where it says, what are you wanting to sell? And it has like a dollar sign. And you have to, give a dollar sign of how much the product is that you're wanting to sell. I personally don't mess with that because I know that we are not supposed to provide any prices other than the $34.95 to join.
So what she's saying is there is a word called discussion under the heading topic of that group. Instead of clicking the for sale, what are you trying to sell? You click the word discussion and you just post your regular Facebook post like you would normally do on Facebook. And it's just a picture with your ad and you just post it like regular, right? Right, Angela?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so I hope everyone understands what that is now. I'm going to read a question. Here's Frankie Wise just said, when I post in a discussion, I have a hard time going back to my post. Is there a way that I can find it? I search for my name and nothing comes up.
Okay, that tells me that you've been blocked or your post has been deleted by admin. And you can either try it again, but usually, that's the importance of keeping track of your groups. Before I do a post, I'll search PLEXUS. And if I don't see anything, then I'll search my name. And if my last name does not come up, I leave the group because that tells me that they have deleted my post.
And you don't want any part of that because they're not going to be compliant with you anyway. They're just going to be adversarial, right?
Oh, yeah. No, it's not a point. There's no point in doing that.
Angela,
Okay, so going
are
down,
you worried? Are you worried about running out of groups to post in?
no, because personally, I'm trying to add myself to new ones all the time.
And how many new ones are there everywhere?
Really?
I'm asking like I don't know. Let me just tell you something. I'm a member of 50 different groups in Oklahoma alone. And do you know how you find them? You go into Google. Let me just add to what she's told you, okay? You go into Google and you type in, for example, let's say you want to start posting in Oklahoma. So you go into Google and you type in the Google search bar, you say counties in Oklahoma, and it will list a big list of all the counties in Oklahoma. So what I do is I go to Facebook now, and let's say that I start with the A's. Number one, let's say it's Avard County. I'm making up a name, okay? Avant County or something. I type in there, Avant, and then in Facebook, it's going to come up with a list, and it's going to say Avant County stay-at-home moms, Avant County yard sale, Avant County group online, Avant County whatever, work from home or something like that. And notice how many people are in the group. If you have 8,000 people, that's a really good group. You need to think about posting in that group. If there's like less than 1,000 people, you're not going to have many people noticing that you posted. So you want to try that to get the groups with the highest number of people in the groups that you can. But you're going to find tons of groups just by doing a county search of each state. And then type in the name of the county in Facebook, and you're going to have all these work from home or yard sale groups come up when you type in Avant County or McIntosh County or whatever county, and it's just going to come up with all that stuff. It's really incredible. And then, Angela, I don't know if you mentioned this, but when you go into a group and you decide if you want to join it or not, you need to read the rules section first. Go and find the rules, because the admins of those groups will post the rules in that group. And the rules will say something like, work from home ads welcome only on Wednesdays. Okay, well then you can only post your PLEXUS thing on Wednesdays. If it says no work from home, no network marketing, no MLM, no whatever, then forget it. Don't even try to join that group. If it doesn't mention anything about selling work from home or network marketing products, free game, okay? Start going for it. And we have some questions here before we move on. Okay. When somebody from another state contacts you, how do you deal with it if they are worried? Okay, I already did that one. Hang on, let me scroll up this question. Do you also do support groups like diabetes and strokes, etc.? Angela?
Yes. However,
get ready.
No, they have not really been profitable for me. I joined a migraine group earlier, like January of last year in 2015, and it really was not profitable at all.
Why? Tell them why.
Well, so what I did, you know, a lot of the people in those groups, if you start posting about PLEXUS, they will shut you down. They did for me. And that was more than just one group. I also did a magnesium group too. And they just aren't interested. They are interested, I don't know, about getting your ears pierced or, you know, to help with the migraines or something like that. They're not interested in PLEXUS.
They're not open to supplementation. They are taking their drugs. They're closed-minded, and it's really hard to break through that pack mentality of these people who have banded together in their misery. Okay, and I think if you had some people on tonight that have had experience posting in these groups where all these people are miserable, you got to be very careful. In fact, I wouldn't even attempt it. You're most likely to find somebody receptive that has this issue, but that's not in the group. Okay, because they will all band together and literally attack you, and you don't want that. Okay.
And the other thing is, I have also friend requested a few of these people, and I have private messaged it, and a majority of them have blocked me. Mm-hmm. They don't want to have anything to do with me. No. They say that they want some help, but they really don't.
No.
So it's not worth your time.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so going over the don't part, for me, it was not profitable to post testimonies. It wasn't profitable to post product information, and definitely don't post prices. You know, like I said, the 7-day challenges have been really, really profitable for me. I have seen a lot of results from that. I was posting testimonies and product information just like I do on my regular Facebook page. In these garage sale groups, I did that for months and I wasn't seeing anything. Another thing is, do not get discouraged. This is a numbers game. If you get the crickets, up your game. You know, start posting in more. I know of ambassadors who have gotten 12 ambassadors in 1 month. This is actually on Christine's team. I won't mention any names, but what he did is he posted in, was it 30? Yeah, it was 30 garage sales every single day.
For 1 month.
And he did that for the whole month, and he got 12 new ambassadors.
So, I mean, you know what? The sky is the limit, guys. It's however, how long, how much, whatever quantity of time are you willing to work? You need to ask yourself that question. Do you want to grow your business? Then you're going to figure out how much time you're willing to put in. And you're going to have to sit down at your computer and just get serious. And that's how I started. I had 0 people on my team. I sat down with my phone, my pen, like Obama. I got a pen and a phone. Well, I had a computer, a phone, and a pen, and I just started with my notebook, and I started making these little notations like Angela's doing, and I didn't even know her at the time. But this is how you get it going. I mean, literally, there's no excuse for not growing your team, not growing your business. Keep going.
Okay, so the next one is, don't limit yourself to just posting in your area or your state. We've already gone over that. Don't expect them to order on the first contact. Expecting immediate success. We've already talked about that. Don't overwhelm them with information. If you send out too many friend requests to potentials, you'll get in Facebook jail. And I've been very, very close to that. Don't respond to those people who just like your post, only if they comment in. And so that's what I was doing earlier, is I was commenting. That was a Sarah Foreman post that I will go over here in a bit, and you'll understand why. I was messaging people who liked and commented, and Facebook just did not like that at all. Do not post your website. Do not post, send me a friend request in the original post. Okay, guys, I don't know about you, but I've been getting friend requests from people that I don't know. A lot of them are men, and they're just creeps. And so I want to have control over people who send me a friend request. Do not bump your own post. Do not offer a freebie with purchase of products.
Hold on. I'm going to pretend like I don't know what that is. What do you mean, don't bump my own post?
Okay, so in the comments, say bump, or you put a period. Don't do that.
Or something else. Or like, this is a great opportunity. That's still
no, don't even do that.
Don't type anything in the comments of your own post, because it will put it up to the top of the feed, but the admins hate it and you will get blocked, right?
Yeah, it's just as tacky. Just post. You're better off to post a new post instead.
Right.
Do not offer a freebie with the purchase of products.
Nope.
That is not compliant.
Nope.
Here is an example of what I did from Christine that is no longer compliant. I actually got an ambassador off of this. I'm going to tell you, it's a true story. I don't post my website on, these posts that I do. But in my about section on Facebook, I have my website address. And she went to my about part on my Facebook page, and she signed up that way.
Yeah, okay, so good. I'm glad you just mentioned that. That's another thing you need to do. If you have not gone to your own personal profile in Facebook, on your about section, they give you free space to write anything about yourself in detail. What you can do is you can put your full testimony there. You can, I think you can even add a picture, and you can definitely post links. So post your website link. If you have not done that, you have got to do that. That is free advertising space on your own personal profile. Awesome, Angela. I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Okay, so scrolling down, this is an actual conversation, or something that I copy and paste to people in a private message, and I say, "Hey, Joan, Plexus Slim helps keep blood sugar, cholesterol, and lipids at a healthy level. It was originally developed to help regulate individuals' glucose levels, but when they all started losing weight and their cholesterol was lower, they realized that this would be beneficial for all. It's really easy and affordable, no shakes, no meal replacements. I like to chew my own food. No sleeves of pills to keep up with, no special food needed. Just one packet of Plexus Slim, kind of like a Crystal Light single serving package. Mix it with water, drink it in the morning before breakfast, and go on about your day. Super easy. No jitters or shaky feeling that some energy drinks or supplements give you. I highly recommend it because it's delicious. My favorite part is that it reduces appetite, reduces carb, sugar, junk food cravings, and binge eating. The 7-day price is either $24.95 or $29.95. Does this interest you? And then they comment. A lot of times, there will be nothing. Like, they won't even comment yes or no, and it's as if they never even see it. And then I go in. I'm talking about the 4 points. If they say that they are interested, I will repost a 4-point image.
Okay, tell them what the 4-point. What is the 4-point image?
It was that brown one that was earlier in this.
Here, this one right there. See,
yeah, it was that one
on it. Okay, find an image that's got the 4 things that a 7-day trial does. That's what she's talking about, the 4-point image. Okay. All right.
So what I do is I immediately post that, and then I post this that Suzanne put together. If you have 2 of the 4, then you would respond well by trying Plexus for a full 60 days. It gives my website address. It gives the prices. It tells them how to order. And the other thing that I will do, that I may interchange with that right after I tell them about what Plexus is I will ask them, well, what is it that you struggle with? Do you have sugar cravings, lack of energy, headaches, discomfort, inflammation, blood sugar issues? Are you interested in long-term health and or weight loss? So I use those interchangeably. I kind of mix it up just by the feel of the person. But I try to, I definitely want to post all 3 of these in the conversation to the person. And I have had people order. I've had people sign up because of these questions.
Right. Tell them at one point, how many people did you have in a 7-day challenge because of these posts?
Well, that's another thing. Recently, Amy, she's my other running buddy, and I, and a couple others, we have decided to do 7-day challenges every single week now, simply because we are adding people like every single week to these challenges. Mm-hmm. So, I'm getting, every week I'm adding like 1 or 2 people from these garage sale groups.
Mm-hmm. I remember you telling me one time you had like 6 or 7 people in one challenge group.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but recently it's because I'm doing them so often, every single week, 1 or 2 people.
Mm-hmm. That's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, what's this video that you sell? Okay, this is Jill Wellness on the Triplex combo. This is a great video right here.
Yeah. So I just, here are some of the questions that I ask, if I really see that they have issues like with sugar cravings, or they have headaches or blood sugar issues, I definitely want to send them the Jill Wellness video on the Triplex. And I've also sent them information like I'll send them Suzanne's before and after picture, or I'll send them, Christine's testimony of what Plexus has done for her, both in as far as health goes and as far as financial freedom goes. I just want to keep their interest, and so that's why I just want to give them a lot of information, but I don't want to give it too much at one time.
Okay, I have a question for you. Kelly Wedge just now asked a question. She said, I just joined a group and Kelly Parrott's in it. Can I do it if she's not actively posting? Okay, go ahead and address this. I think we did address this before, but go ahead and address that again.
Did Kelly Parrott post today?
That's your question.
If she did, skip it and follow up another day.
There are ambassadors in these groups all over the country, and you're going to find that you can't just decide not to post in that group because there's another ambassador in there. It's not like they own that group. So just find out if there's anybody that's posted that day. Do a search for Plexus and see the most recent. When you do a search in that group for Plexus, you're going to see the most recent post about Plexus if there's one in there. And if it's not today, then go ahead and post, because every single day there's different people in that group that are looking at stuff that are not the same people as yesterday, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. So go ahead and do it.
Okay. So scrolling down, if they are interested in price, this is kind of what everyone does it different. Okay. So your flavor may be different than mine, but this is what I post if they are interested in how much it is. I have mentioned before that it's like $100 and they just freak out. And if they freak out, then I just kind of mentioned, well, it's, actually saved me money because I'm not spending $2 or $3 a day in soda like I was before, and it's not harming my health. Some people are so price focused and they totally can't see, that it's more than just about the price, but it's also improving their health. Let's go ahead and let's scroll down some more. So this is, okay, so how to join. So here is the link that Chris McCall has, how to join video. It's about 3 or 4 minutes long, and it goes over the step-by-step instruction. And this bottom part right here is 12 steps. I actually got this from Jen Hawkins, and she's over here in Denver, Colorado. So I have been, blessed and have had the pleasure of attending her training meetings. And so I just copied this from her and I changed my own personal information. I use this quite a bit. Anyone who is interested in signing on, I give them the step-by-step, and it talks about the back order, and I have had people sign on this information as well as with the YouTube video. I know that, it is very, very beneficial to get them on the phone, but sometimes that just doesn't work out.
Yeah, if you can, get them on the phone, because remember, here's the thing. Your number one thing is to make this connection with these people. It's not just to text back and forth all day long or for weeks and months until they join you, okay? You want to make a connection. So the best thing to do is say, at any point where you feel like you have really made a connection with these people, then say, hey, such and such, here's my phone number. Tell me, what's your phone number? And ask them what their phone number is, and they will most likely give it to you once you've made a connection. Just say, I really would love to chat with you at some point and talk to you more about this and answer your questions and, really make it more of a connection with you, personal, right? Because I love to talk to people and help people and be honest and genuine that way, and they will appreciate that, and they will want to get to know you. And if at all possible, don't just hand them your website and tell them to join. If they want to, try to get them on the phone and get them to sign up over the phone while you're talking to them on the phone the whole time. And that is the best way, because then you can answer their questions while they're signing up, and then they will in turn do that with the people that they sign up. And they'll know exactly what to do when that comes around. Go ahead, Ange.
Yeah, and the benefit of doing it that way, Suzanne, is duplication.
Yes, duplication.
You know, they are able to be like, oh, she answered this question in this question. So, you know, you're just leading them through the dark alley,
Mm-hmm.
you know, holding their hand so that they can turn around and do it for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, scrolling down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a whole new beast. Okay. Chris McCall, he did a Periscope on this. You don't have to do a search for PLEXUS. This is where someone has posted something like this, and they are getting the 233 comments. I personally do not post these kind of information in garage sale groups very often because they are very, very time consuming. Yeah. And it was when I was doing this that I got blocked from Facebook. So what it is, you know, you're asking people, let me just read it here.
Here's the message right here. I just highlighted it. Can everyone see that? I'm looking for some people who might want to do what I do, who might be interested in, or that's Chris McCall's generic message. He just puts it out there with a before and after, right, Ange?
Yeah. No, there is no before or after. It's
He
just like
puts
that.
it on there. Okay.
You can put a before and after if you want, but no.
Okay. Or
No.
this thing right here. I'm looking for women who might be interested in becoming stay-at-home moms. My team is expanding in this area. I need some people who might be interested. Okay. Now I'm just going to make a comment about these. Okay. Let me tell you, Chris McCall is so not have a problem with his comfort zone. I don't think the man has a comfort zone. Okay. He will literally walk into Walmart and he will say something like this to a woman standing in the clothing aisle. I'm not kidding. He goes over and he says, do you know anybody who, do you know any women who might be interested in becoming stay-at-home moms? He'll literally just ask them that question. And, you know, somebody says, yeah, how about me? And that's when he starts talking to him. So it's like he's doing on Facebook what he does in person all the time. He goes up to somebody at Walmart and says, have you had your pink drink today? And they say, well, what's a pink drink? And notice how they've just asked you the question, what is a pink drink? And now you answer it. Boom. It's like an open opportunity to talk about your pink drink. So I'm telling you, Chris McCall, this is what he does. He does it on Facebook and he does it in person. So if you feel comfortable to do it or just start stepping out of your comfort zone, that's my little cue on that. Okay, Ange, keep going.
Okay, so, you know, and if that person says that they are interested, he's like, don't you dare mention anything about PLEXUS at all in this post, okay? So you want to post a video? He's like, let's see. So you say, hey, Joan, I'm replying to your comment on my post about earning extra income by posting on Facebook. Here's the information. These two things together in the videos equal extra income each month. The more you do what I teach you, the more income you'll make. If you do nothing, you'll make nothing. But if you do what I say, there's an opportunity to take advantage of what's happening with this company. And you could earn a ton of extra income. Are you interested? Watch these videos and I'll follow up with you in an hour or two. And then he posts PLEXUS in the news.
Hold on.
And
I've lost you.
The other video is PLEXUS.
Stop, I've lost you. Where are you at? I'm looking at the Spanish thing.
Scroll down.
Okay, if I could teach you how to earn coming, If they say yes or me, don't dare them to, about PLEXUS. Don't dare tell them because they're going to blah, 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 blah. A personal message is, hi, such and such. I'm replying to requests for info on my post about becoming a stay-at-home mom. These are replies to these things, okay? All right, now where are you at?
Scroll down.
Okay, I'm scrolling. Email for somebody you met in person and got in contact info. Okay, good. Or when they've watched your videos and are interested, I respond with this. Is that what you're at?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Okay, so after they have responded that they are interested, I say, here's what we do. We use a website provided to us by the company to market some amazing health products and supplements. What we are going to do is establish you as a Plexus ambassador like me. You'll need to order some products, which here's the good news. You'll get them at wholesale, and you're going to get as healthy as you've ever been while I teach you how to generate income by using Plexus. It's seriously as simple as telling people about a new restaurant or sale at the mall. We're just sharing what it's done for us and others. So is weight loss more important for you or long-term health? I ask because it'll determine which products I have for you to get. And then if they're still interested, I explain how to sign them up and what a welcome pack is, how to choose one, and I explain the backup order and why it's important to have one turned on. Now, personally, I've posted in a lot of these, and I have not received good results.
Are you
But
talking
I
about
still do them occasionally.
Are you talking about work from home?
No, just, I'll do that. It doesn't have to be work from home. I'll post it in just like Colorado Springs garage sales. I'll post that. And it doesn't have to be work from home.
Are you talking about the Chris McCall
yes.
modus operandi?
Yes.
You do his approach and you get not much out of that. Okay. So
exactly.
The point is this, okay? Here's the deal. Try anything you want to try. It's not going to hurt you, right? And if it's not you and you don't find that it works for you, then be yourself and do your thing, right? But do take the advice of Angela, some of the things that she's tried and that really work for her. But I will be honest with you. Do I walk up to people in the mall and say, have you tried your pink drink today? I don't do that. It's not my thing. If I hear people complaining about how unhealthy they are or how sick or tired or whatever, that's when I start talking to them about it. Because I'm not going to just go up, and it's just not me, and it's not because it's not in my comfort zone. I just feel, to me, that's like sales. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe that's wrong to think that way, but I'm not that pushy. Chris McCall is pushy. He is. And you know what? The man's numbers show a reason why he's that. Look at his results. So maybe I should be more pushy, right? Frankie says, I tried the Chris McCall thing and got some weirdos. And then Debbie Willingham says she did too. Okay, keep going, Ange. Response to no.
Okay, so let's go ahead and scroll down.
Response to no's. Okay. I'm on the great post without saying Plexus now.
Oh, you know what? I don't know what happened to that page.
What happened to the page? What page?
Can you go over that? Your screen is too small for me to read.
What is it? Response to no's?
Yeah.
Okay, response to no's. So if somebody says no to you, you say, thank you so much for your time. If you happen to know anybody who has issues with blood sugar, blood pressure, lipid, cholesterol, inflammation, or gut health, or vitamin deficiency issues, or not just about weight loss, autoimmune diseases, think IBS, eczema, psoriasis, MS, lupus, fibrosis. Notice how she lists them all. Okay, boom. She's really pulling out their interest now. Or even who just want to sleep better or have more energy, then you may know people who need these supplements. I would greatly appreciate if you'd pass my info along to them. So what you're doing is you're either going to get maybe some referrals, and referrals are amazing, guys, or you're going to pique their interest because now you've talked about a whole bunch of things that they'd never even considered, and maybe that they find themselves in that list. Would you agree, Ange?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Victoria Conley says, I found the way Suzanne talked about, I stumbled across an amazing product. It does work good. Okay, I have done that before. I've done it like 2 or 3 times. I've stumbled across an amazing product that blah, blah, blah. That's a Chris McCall thing. You know what? It does work. It works, okay? And now, does it work all the time? No. But it has worked a lot for me. And they'll go, what is it? What is it? Interested. What is it? What is it? And you privately message them and get started talking to them. It's just a conversation starter. It's just like, have you had your pink drink today? Or do you know anybody that like to earn money from home? Do you know anybody that would like to earn money online? You could ask them any question like that. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Suzanne, I also want to tell you that I didn't put this on the notes that I gave you earlier, but Bookoo, BOOKOO.com. That is a form of Craigslist, but it's not Craigslist. I have gotten an ambassador off of Bookoo before, and what I did is I was posting testimonies. I did this about a year and a half ago, and I did get quite a few interest off of it. But you start off, you get a free trial for unlimited pictures, that kind of thing. And it's for your state, your city. So you're very limited, but there is an extra avenue as far as just outside Facebook. Another thing that you can do that I actually got an ambassador off of is through MyFitnessPal. You got to understand my story. Before I started PLEXUS, I lost about 70 pounds just by counting my calories and logging my water and doing the cardio. And it's through MyFitnessPal that I developed friendships with these people before I found out about PLEXUS. And so I, to this day, still am posting occasional blips about PLEXUS in my news feed for that group. And I have received an ambassador from there. So that's something to consider as well.
There's just so many different avenues out there where you can network and make friends online. That computer that's sitting right in front of you right now is your window to making friends and connections with anybody in this country or around the world. But we want to focus on this country because there's 300 million people to choose from. And okay, I think that's amazing. Angela, that is an incredible point that you just made, that you can make friends with people in all sorts of friends lists and interest groups, book club studies. Get involved in something. If you have the time to do it, involve yourself in something that's an interest to you, a cooking club, a Facebook club that's regarding cooking or healthy eating or a healthy lifestyle, or work from home moms that are breastfeeding moms or something. If you're doing that yourself, then that's something you're going to want to involve yourself in. Make friends, and don't make it about PLEXUS. Just go in there and make friends with these people. They're going to friend you. They're going to start seeing your posts on your Facebook feed. Right, Angela?
Oh, yeah.
That's just an amazing thing to do. You're going to expand your audience the more friends that you make. Okay, so we're going to move on. We got a great post without saying PLEXUS. Here we go.
Okay, here's the Sarah Foreman post that I was talking about earlier. If you read through it, there's no mention of PLEXUS at all. This is the one that got me into Facebook jail. And, it was pretty fun, let me tell you, being in jail.
And why did you get put in jail? Because you were messaged like crazy and you kept on friending everybody, right?
I wasn't friending people, but I was sending everyone a message.
Over and over, repetitive, right? So what gets you thrown into Facebook jail, Angela?
I'm sorry?
What gets you thrown into Facebook jail? Describe it. I know, but they don't know.
Well, it's not something that I like to experience very often, but it's doing the same repetitive thing within a short period of time. And the thing is that you want to be able to get this information to people quickly, because their attention span is very, very short. So, you want to catch them while you can, okay? You want to respond quickly to them. But this has been very, very beneficial for my team as well. Scrolling down.
Hold on. To answer your question, what she did is she got 1 million likes on this and 1 million questions about this post. So not 1 million, but a whole bunch. And she started just going copy paste into all these people's messages. And she did it so fast that she got a notification by PLEXUS that you are now in Facebook jail. You cannot message anybody on Facebook Messenger. Is that what happened?
I didn't get a message from PLEXUS. I just wasn't able to do anything.
Right. So you want to maybe take a moment in between each post or each copy paste, right? Take a moment or two and don't do it so fast, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to scroll on. We got one more page.
Okay, so this is the last one. Here's the one that you were talking about just recently, just a minute ago. It says, I've recently stumbled onto a natural weight loss product that gets insane results. It works so well. The company lets you try it risk-free for 60 days. Comment below if you want to try some. Now, this was the original that Chris McCall posted a year and a half ago. And so it was I guess you want to call it the dummy, that everyone on the Blessed Team page was doing as far as garage sales go. And then scroll down some more. I'm just curious, would anyone like to make some extra money while you lose weight? I just found out how. And here's an example, okay?
And
then scroll down.
Notice how he's holding Plexus Slim in his hand. Notice that. Yeah. That'll answer their question. Okay, that's it.
Oh, no, I have one more. One more. Let's see.
You didn't send it to me.
Well, somehow this is not it where it needs to be. What I'm looking at is I say, hey, thanks for your interest. Are you looking to shed a few pounds, or do you have other health concerns that you're trying to address?
Okay, say it again. Hang on, I'm going to write it in here. Hey, what?
Hey, thanks for your interest, period. Are you looking to shed a few pounds, or do you have other health concerns you are trying to address?
Okay, is that it?
You can buy the products at wholesale. Watch this short video some friends of mine did explaining how to order at cost. And it's actually a YouTube link.
Okay, so post that YouTube video link of Chris McCall talking about how you sign up, right?
You know, I honestly don't know what video it is. To be honest, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Chris McCall video that he just posted recently that talks about how to sign up.
On how to join? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's the one. And you can probably go find it on his YouTube page.
Yeah, I'll post it.
Or on Bless, too. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop the screen share. If you have any kind of questions, I'm going to unmute anyone, or actually type it in. Let's have you type in the question, and Angela and I will try to answer it. She's amazing. Doesn't everyone just give her a hand? Let's give her a hand. Awesome job, Angela. Phenomenal job tonight. Does anyone else have a question? Anybody have a question? I'm going to unmute everybody. Okay, I unmuted everybody.
Yeah. They spoke and they were talking about leaving. I couldn't help it. I saw.
Probably not a good idea. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody again. If you want to type a question, okay, we got one in here from Debbie Willingham. Angela, let me unmute you. Hang on. I'm sorry. I just muted everybody. Manage participants. I'm going to go find you and unmute. You're unmuted. Okay, you're unmuted. All right, so the question is this. Oh, Debbie says, thank you. You did a great job. Didn't she do a great job? I mean, she's really something else. Angela, I want you to realize what an amazing ambassador that you are. You will soon be senior gold. I have no doubts. You are amazing. And guys, literally the sky is the limit. You want to go after it. It's the world is your oyster. You just got a computer and a phone. Go for it. Seriously, go for it. It's just a matter of how much time are you willing to spend? How much time are you willing to spend in front of your computer? So, okay, does anyone else want to say anything? I'm going to look at my chat. Great job, everyone says. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. Wonderful information, truly amazing. Yeah, you packed it all in, Angela. I will post all this on the team page. I will post the video. I will post the file. And feel free to go back and copy and paste into your phone all these texts so that you'll have them ready to go. and go to work. That's basically all you got to do is go to work.
Oh, and for people on my team, I saw that a couple of y'all are on this call tonight. I just want to say thank you for being on it. I'm talking to the top of the class right now, and so I really appreciate being able to pour into y'all. Suzanne, if you don't know her, she is a senior Ruby fixing to go Emerald. She is absolutely amazing. I met her at a time over a year ago when I needed a mentor, and she just really stepped up to the plate and was there to help me along the way. So she's, I've been talking to her about this IPA, and I have sent her, images of my IPA pages, and she's like, oh my gosh, you're amazing. And I'm like, what?
You are amazing. You are amazing. Your work ethic is impeccable. And, when you can find an ambassador like Angela that will join your team, that has that drive, that ambition, and they want to work that hard, then you can only win. I mean, that's the whole goal. You just keep digging for the gold that's in your backyard, because there's gold in your backyard. You just keep digging until you find somebody. You need 2 people. And it might not be somebody in your first level, but maybe they lead you to somebody in your second level or your third level that are going to go to town. And then you have 2 legs that are growing. And those 2 legs will help you go straight on up to the top. I'm telling you guys, this is all it takes is just get to work. Get to work. Right, guys? Okay. All right. We love y'all. I'm going to stop the recording and we are going to sign off. Awesome.